I'm gonna teach you the biggest secret on how to delete charge-offs and collections from your credit report for 100% free. This is going to be one of the most important videos you're ever going to watch if you are someone out there that is suffering from a low credit score because you have a collection or a charge-off on your credit reports. Because remember, a charge-off or a collection can drop your credit score anywhere from 60 to 120 points, and it's going to hold that weight down like a ball and chain until that item is deleted. Even if you pay it, it is still hurting your credit. And when you pay a collection or a charge-off, you're literally going to make it even harder to delete from your credit report. Now, don't misconstrue what I'm saying as, oh, don't pay your bills. Oh, I'm never going to pay my bills. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you the honest to God truth that if you pay a collection or a charge off, it is not going to help your credit score improve in any way, shape, or form because the status of collection and charge off is still there. That's what's truly hurting your credit score. It's not the amount of money that is owed. It's not the balance that it's owed. No, it's none of that. It's the actual status of charge off and collection that is destroying your credit score and holding your score down, because no matter what you do, you can have a billion positive payments reporting, you can have very low utilization, but as long as you still have that collection or charge off status on your credit report, it is going to hold your score down and your score is going to plateau and it's not going to be able to grow any farther until those collections or charge offs are actually deleted from your credit report. If you ever decide that you want to pay a collection or a charge off, you want to do what's called a pay for delete. They need to send you a letter giving you confirmation that they will delete the item from all credit reporting agencies and stop all collection activities, and the debt is paid in full. You want to get that letter before you ever pay anybody, and they must delete it from your credit report. Remember, you got to remember this. I'm going to say it a billion times. It must be deleted, and they must agree to pay for delete, because if they don't, remember, it's still hurting your credit score. Because if you settle the item, whether it be collection or a charge off, and they don't delete it, they're just going to mark it paid or settled for less than owed or settled, and that is still hurting your credit score. What I'm going to teach you today is very old school, and we're going to take it back to the old tactics that I used to use back in the day over, I think it's like maybe 13 years now since I've been in this game, of how exactly we attack charge-offs and collections, because there's something that nobody else is talking about. As usual, they're all just regurgitating the same information, if I could say that right. But when you look at a charge-off or a collection, you're just paying attention to the amount and the status, but you're not paying attention to something that's very, very vital. If a debt collector or a debt buyer has it, now guess what? They purchased that debt from the actual original creditor at a discounted rate. Am I correct, right? Because when debt is purchased, it's purchased in a massive actual purchasing agreement of thousands or hundreds of other debts that are put together, and they come up with the price to buy all of it at one time. So let's say hypothetically, if you owed the actual credit card company $2,000, the debt collector or debt buyer did not pay $2,000 for it. They're paying literally pennies on the dollar. Maybe they paid $500 for it. Maybe they paid $300 for it. You will never know how much they truly paid for it unless you see the purchase agreement. But they're not going to let you see the purchase agreement because per the FDCPA, you cannot see anybody else's debt. The actual debt collector or debt buyer cannot show anybody else's debt except for yours to you, but because it's purchased on a massive actual, like what we want to call like a tab maybe, or like a portfolio, it's all bundled together. They would have to redact all of these people's names and information, which they're not going to. And then a lot of times on the purchase agreement that goes along with it, it clearly states this information may not be accurate or complete. So they don't want you to see that, because that right there will just throw everything out of the window of what's on your credit report. Because remember, everything on your credit report must be accurate, complete, and fair. So if the debt collector or the debt buyer purchased your $3,000 credit card debt but only paid $500 for it, but yet they put it on your credit report as the full amount, how is that accurate, complete, and fair? It's not. But before I get into this video, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe button so this video can get out to more people so everyone can stay informed. This is not legal advice or financial advice, and I am not an attorney. Now stick with me here, because I'm going to give you the exact letter that you're going to send to the credit reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, Clarity, Innovis, and SageStream, because we want to eradicate this everywhere wherever it's reporting. First step in this process, I want you to go to annualcreditreport.com and I want you to pull your free credit reports from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And you also want to request your free credit reports from Clarity, from SageStream, and Innovis also, because we're going to dispute the collection or charge off wherever it is reporting, and you want to make sure if it is reporting on those that you attack it there also. We don't want to leave any trace of this on our credit reports anywhere. Now, once you get your credit reports, I want you to make 2 copies of each credit report. One of them, we're going to send it as proof to the credit reporting agencies. And then the other one, you're going to keep as your copy that you're going to use in case you need to file a complaint with the CFPB. Because if they don't fix this, we're going to send proof to the CFPB that they are violating your rights. Once you have your copy of your credit report in front of you, I want you to look at it and I want you to highlight the negative account itself. I want you to highlight the name of the account. I want you to highlight the balance. I want you to highlight the note section. I want you to highlight the collection or charge off status, and I want you to highlight the last date of activity. All of those on each credit report. Now, this letter that I'm going to put up on the screen, I want you to change the verbiage around to make it sound like it's coming from you, because this video is going to get thousands of views and a lot of people are going to use it. So in order for this to work, you have to continuously change the verbiage. Do not use all of the verbiage exactly as it's stated. Only use it as to your words so you can make it sound like you're a human being. It's okay. Remember, we're not going to use any crazy jargon. We're not going to use any legal terms. We're not going to use any UCC codes. None of that nonsense. We want to be precise and accurate in exactly what we are stating so there's no confusion as to what we're saying to the credit reporting agencies. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created, and specifically to Wesley, Wesley's credit score went up over 226 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast, and also Marcus's credit score went up 337 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast, and let's not forget Richard's credit score went up 446 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anybody that needs to fix their credit. Last part's the most important. Now let's put the letter up on the screen so everyone can see it. So at the very top, attention credit reporting agencies, Experian plus their address, Equifax plus their address, TransUnion plus their address. Well, you get the gist. You'll see it right there on the screen. The whole point is so they can all know that they're all being held accountable. Now here's the part that you've been waiting for. To whom it may concern, this item was purchased by a third-party debt collector. Now put the collection company's name right there. This account must be deleted as the status is not correct, the amount is not correct, and the account that was paid for less than owed by the third-party debt collector. As you can see by my attached credit reports and highlighted issues, the information is not correct and not accurate, therefore it must be deleted immediately. Here is the account name and number for reference and incorrect amount also. How much did the collection company pay for this item? I don't know, and neither does my credit report reflect such amounts. This is a clear violation of the FCRA as this is not accurate or complete. Delete this immediately. Now you're going to sign it, put your date of birth, your address, the last 4 of your social, and remember what I just said, you're going to sign it. Okay, that's going to show that it was actually you. Now you're going to take your letters and your credit reports and you're going to take them to your local bank and get it notarized so it shows proof that you actually created this letter. And then you're also going to attach a copy of a utility bill and a copy of your accurate driver's license, if I could say that right. A bank statement, something that shows proof of where you actually live, because this is one of the biggest things that the credit reporting agency is going to do. They're going to verify your information, what's in their database. And if you moved and you haven't updated your information with the credit reporting agencies, which is pretty much everybody, now you need to make sure that you give them enough information to prove that you actually are the person that is sending these letters. I know that sounds crazy, but this is how the actual credit reporting agencies operate now. Because isn't it crazy? They're trying to stop all these credit repair companies from flooding them with letters that are not actually coming from the consumer. But guess what? This is actually coming from you, the consumer. So we want to stop them dead in their tracks with that notary and all all of that proof. And remember, you send it certified mail with return receipt. Now it's going to cost you possibly all the way up to like $8, maybe close to $10, depending on where you live. And then they're going to send you a little card showing that they actually received it. They're going to sign it and then they're going to mail it back, and then you're going to get it in the mail. Save that with all of your documents, because that's going to be the proof if they don't delete it from your credit report. Once you mail the letter off, you're going to need 35 to 45 days at max. They should respond to you. Now they may respond to you in email, or they may respond to you in a paper letter in the mail. Now remember, you are up against a machine called eOscar. eOscar is an automated system that is designed only using and speaking in Metro 2 compliance, and it's looking for keywords and verbiage on your letter to determine what you're trying to say. That's why we want to be clear, but more than 90% of the time, eOscar is just going to verify your address matches up with the actual collection company. It's called an address verification process. And it didn't really do a real investigation. It's just like, oh, this is verified to be yours. Well, hold on. I never said it wasn't mine. I said, I just literally showed you and told you all the things that were wrong with it. I never said it was not mine, but eOscar is going to respond with, it's been verified, it's yours. And listen, it is not game over. Don't freak out. Everyone's like, oh my God, what do I do now? I have no more options. They said it's verified. It means nothing. We're going to still keep pushing on, because guess what? We have proof. So in your second round letter, you're only going to send 2 rounds of letters. You're literally going to state, listen, I sent you all of these documents, all of my credit reports with the proof showing you that this is not accurate and it's not complete and it's not fair. I want it deleted from my credit report. This is my final warning. I'm not playing with you anymore, credit reporting agencies. Delete it from my credit report immediately, or I'm going to file a complaint with the CFPB. In your second letter, you're going to attach the original letter with the credit reports, all of the information, where it actually attach the little return receipt, make a copy of it, and send it in there so you can show all of the proof that you communicated with them. And this is going to be our second and final round. You're going to do the same thing, get everything notarized, and then send it out certified mail with return receipt, and then wait 35 to 45 days at max. If they don't delete it and it comes back verified, it's yours. We verified that this information is yours and it's accurate and complete. Okay, again, I didn't say it wasn't mine. Come on, man. Now, after that second round has completed, if they didn't delete it, of course, and they just verified it as I stated, now you're going to upload those onto your computer and turn all of those documents into PDFs. And now we're going to go to the CFPB website, and we are going to file a direct complaint with the CFPB, letting them know that the credit reporting agencies are violating your rights. Because remember, the CFPB is not a disputing platform. It is a complaint platform that is based solely on consumer rights violations. So if you felt that your consumer rights were violated by a company or by an entity, whatever it may be, you can file a complaint with the CFPB, and the CFPB will do an investigation. So for all those amateurs on social media saying, you disputed with the CFPB, there's no disputing process for the CFPB, fam. So let's stop making up this mumbo jumbo that doesn't exist. As a matter of fact, I was at an event and there was a bunch of other credit repair companies that were at this event, and the CFPB sat down and had multiple conversations with me. I actually was in a mingling session with them, and I just approached him, or actually he approached me and asked me what I did. Now, normally anybody that does credit repair will be shook by standing in front of the CFPB, but I wasn't. I was like, hey, what's up, man? I just started to ask him questions, and I started to talk to him about this trend that's going on social media where people are filing fake disputes. And he said, you're absolutely correct, Mike. Yeah, the CFPB is not designed for disputing. It's designed for complaints. So that's where you go if you can't resolve the issue with the creditor and the credit reporting agency. You file a complaint, not a dispute. Now listen, if you don't want to do any of this, you can use DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast is the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that anyone can use. But check this out. Joseph's credit score went up over 342 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. And Ryan's credit score went up over 201 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. And let's not forget about Katina. Katina's credit score went up over 216 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. What'd you say? You want more? Okay, of course. I got more. We got thousands of results. Check these out right here. Make sure to comment DisputeBeast to get started and fix your credit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one on how to delete collections and charge-offs from your credit report for 100% free. Now make sure that you watch this next video, because it is about another way that you can attack charge-offs that you may want to learn about. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.